Our next comic, you've seen her at Fun 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 Fest. She's very delightful, the beautiful, and talented also. Amber Bixby, everybody. I have a lot of anxiety. I'm pretty sure the Child's Game operation is mostly to blame for my anxiety. You guys, I don't know. Like, I have to pull a wrench out of somebody's torso, and if I do it wrong, they scream. That's pretty, I don't know. It's kind of how I feel about life. Going through a lot of anxiety. I have to wait to get my Xanax refilled. So lately, I've just kind of been getting by, but I just realized I keep making these like awkward anxiety noises, and I'm just like, So I just kind of hope that'll like wear me out, and then I could just take a nap. Have a boyfriend, and that's a lot of fun because it's nice to have a boyfriend when you have anxiety, because you know it kind of helps to have someone to like cuddle up next to. So I just kind of grab his arm, and I just kind of rest my head on it, and then I throw up all over his arm, and then I feel better. It's just, joined OkCupid to drum up some Twitter followers. It's not working out that well. Finding a lot of creeps though. Lots of creeps out there. That's cool. I have this aunt, you guys, and she's 99 years old, and that's not exciting. That's not like, who wants to live that long? Certainly not me. Like, who wants to? I can't do, like, the idea of like having to do this till you're 99 is just like crazy. But it's really exciting for her. That's really cool. She's like, she can get around herself. Like, she can just do things for herself. She can make herself food. Like, she's doing really well. But she's a hypochondriac. And that doesn't make any fucking sense to me, because she'll just every day, she's like, oh, my arm hurts, we should go to the doctor. And I'm like, no, that's what it's supposed to do. You're dying. That's what's supposed to happen. We'll take you when it stops hurting. That's when we'll take you to the doctor. That's when we'll worry. I have a sister. She's the good one. She's got a hope chest, and in it it's filled with all the souvenirs from her successes in life. Like, I have something like that too. I have a hopeless chest filled with souvenirs from my failures, like all those McDonald's Monopoly instant wins that expired before I could cash them in, and receipts from purchasing the generic form of Plan B, Opciona Dos. I've been going through depression, but I've been through depression so many times that now I just know how to deal with it. Like, I started hanging pretty posters all over my wall so I have something to look at when I'm lying in bed all day. But then I ran out of things to hang on the wall, so I decided I'm just going to hang myself there. It's a joke. I'm not going to hang myself on the wall. I'm not pretty enough for that wall. I'm going to hang my sister there. And maybe my parents would actually come over. I have a friend who's always telling me, like, I would probably be happier if I would just masturbate, because that's just something that I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. Like, it just, who likes themselves enough to fuck themselves repeatedly? Like, that's just weird. That's weird. Like, I could see if maybe you got drunk and then you accidentally did it. Like, and then you wake up the next morning and you're like, oh God, what'd I do? Oh, I did me, that's so gross. Oh, I'm gonna take a shower and wash it off. Oh, I'm naked again, I'm so easy. Blah. So anyway, Well, anyway, that makes sense. You guys, I have a boyfriend now, but when I was single, I wrote some pickup lines, and I think they really helped me out. Would you guys like to hear them? You can use them if you need to. You guys want to hear them? All right. I like your pants. Will you pull my hair? I'm going to call you cocaine because I won't be able to quit you. If I was a squirrel, I would live forever on your nuts. I lost my baby. Can I have yours? I know how to talk to guys. You say awful things and avoid the word love. That's pretty much how that works. I had a pregnancy scare recently. Anybody else? No? Okay. That's cool. Some of us have more than others. I'm okay with that. I had a pregnancy scare. It was late for my period. Went to CVS, got a pregnancy test. Used my CVS Extra Care Rewards card, right? When I swiped the card, it printed out coupons for more pregnancy tests, guys. What the fuck, CVS? What the fuck are you trying to say? Just because I come here for Xanax and hair dye, I'm a harlot? Fair enough. Because then I was like, well, these coupons are pretty good and they're going to expire. I guess I have to go have another scare. Let them go to waste. Not pregnant, should tell you that. I'm drinking. Not pregnant. Which is really good because I realized through this whole thing I'm really not ready to be a mom, which is interesting because I am a mom. I'll let that sink in. I'll give you a minute. I had my daughter really young. When you have a kid young, people want to talk about it and they're like, oh man, that was obviously an accident. But accident is just a really negative way of saying the word surprise. I was just like, surprise, I'm pregnant. Don't ground me, the baby's gonna do that. And she did. Not pregnant. Throughout this whole pregnancy, I realized, I don't know, the second pregnancy scare was, way worse, because the whole time I was thinking, oh my god, I'm still stupid. Daughter's super cool. We got a pet rabbit, and it's this sweet animal. It's just furry and white and pure, and it's a little boy rabbit, and he just hops around, and it's just so sweet. And but he hit puberty, so now he's hopping around, and he's got these giant pink balls, and he hops, and then they flop against the ground, and I'm like, how am I going to explain this to my kid? So my kid sees him, and she's like, I think he's having babies. I'm like, no, he's not. She's like, no, I'm pretty sure. And I'm like, no, he's not. And then I have to explain to her the difference between boys and girls, which is a conversation I was not prepared to have. And so I tell her those are testicles. The boys have those. And immediately she turns around and walks away. I did not even get to the part about the penis, guys. This is why you always listen to your mother. She's in for a big fucking surprise someday. Do you guys like impressions? Any trying one on you?
Yes.
Hey, I'm from Northeast Texas. Anybody else? Okay, you probably won't get it, but you'll get it. I want to do an impression of my hometown. The only change you need is the Lord, sweetheart. Okay, that's fine. Sometimes I just want to do that voice and just make fun of everybody from that area. It's just I just don't. That was my tooth, and that hurt. Keep going. I'm off my game. I'm sweaty. I don't feel good. I'm wearing the same shirt that I wore yesterday. Depression sucks, guys. It's like a battle scar. What's happening? I don't know. I work for a behavioral health care company. Surprise. And working there, like, they always want to take care of their employees, so they try to do things to make us, like, feel good about ourselves and make us, like, just these positive little bundles of, I don't know, kindergarten teachers or something. I don't know what they're trying to do. But they have, like, these decorating contests, and, like, Halloween just passed, and everybody's like, all right, guys, like, how are we going to decorate? And I'm like, I got an idea. Let's all just hang ourselves. That'd be spooky, right? How bad do you want to win? They didn't want to win. They wanted me to talk to HR for an hour and a half. And I went down. I have this, like, really perky, like, super festive, like, coworker that I think, like, exists in every office. And she's always like, Amber, when are you going to decorate your cubicle? And I'm like, oh, when I give up. Decorate it with my brains, am I right, guys? Alright. People feel like maybe you shouldn't tell suicide jokes, like maybe that's the thing that you shouldn't tell jokes about. And I've told a lot of suicide jokes, but I just want to reassure you guys that, like, it's okay. Like, I can tell suicide jokes. Like, I have that right. Like, I can do that. Because I'm actually going to kill myself. Like, that's... I'm glad you stayed on board for that. That one makes me sweaty. And that one backfires real easy. You guys, like, because I had a kid so young, like, I'm pretty, I'm pro-choice, and I'm just a big supporter of, like, women's health and stuff like that. And I've been reading recently, and something that's really, like, freaking me out is that there's this guy, Rick Santorum, who's batshit crazy, and him and a lot of other conservatives are trying to pass a bill and get a birth control, like, all birth control, like, even the pill, like, just outlawed, which is, like, terrifying. And the reason behind it is even more insane. Like, they're saying that scientists have studied the wombs of women that have been on birth control and compared it to the wombs of women that have not been on birth control, and that they found in the wombs of women that have been on birth control that there are teeny tiny dead babies just lining the uterine wall. It's just like, don't panic, that's not how birth control works, guys. Like, I'm not a walking Polly Pocket haunted house. It's not a fucking thing. Second of all, like, if my being on birth control has prevented me from having 60 babies, then you're fucking welcome. So all I would do is just raise an army of, like, red-headed liberal artsy fag babies that would just protest everything they say and do. Who's with me, guys? Let's all stop taking birth control and raise armies. Alright, maybe I'll just keep taking it then. Alright, I'm gonna give you guys back to Lisa. Thank you so much.